Hello everyone, welcome to Raj Malhotra IAS Academy. In continuation with our series Place in News, here I am with yet another video. My name is Vivek Sharma and I will be dealing with important geographical locations which were given in your newspaper. But as you have read today's newspaper, you might have come across that there was no important geographical location. So that's why I have chosen two articles to surprise you. Number one, the article says Assam wetland at risk till dumping stops activist. This article generally talks about deeper Bhil wetland and problem associated with that wetland. If we talk about the second article, this talks about Ladakh adopts state animal and bird. So in 2018, there was one question about a butterfly. That butterfly was state butterfly of Maharashtra. So that kind of question has been asked previously. So there is a possibility that UPSC might ask such question where Ladakh state animal and bird is concerned. So let's see that state animal of Ladakh is snow leopard and state bird of Ladakh will be black-necked crane. So these are the two important things in this article which you should remember. Now if we talk about the other article, we're gonna cover this article according to means. So we will be looking at the definition of this topic, what are wetland, then we will be looking about importance of wetland, and then we will be looking at the threats to the wetland. Okay, so let's see this. If we talk about the broadest possible definition, it was given under Ramsar Convention. According to the convention, the area of marsh, fan, pitland or water, whether natural or artificial, any sort of waterlogged condition, whether it's a natural or artificial, whether it's a permanent one or temporary one, with water that is either static or flowing, मतलब चाहे वो वाटर फ्लो कर रहा हो या स्टैटिक हो, मतलब चाहे वो रिवर हो चाहे लेक हो, परमानेंट लेक हो या टेम्परेरी लेक हो, मैन मेड हो या आर्टिफिशियल हो, इट डजंट मैटर, और द वाटर कैन बी फ्रेश, बार्किश और सॉल्ट, मीन्स डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द सॉल्ट कंटेंट इट कैन बी ईदर ऑफ दीज, मतलब it can be fresh water, it can be your brackish water, or it can be salt water, and it also include marine area with depth does not exceeding 6 meter. So low tide area में जहाँ पर आपकी depth कितनी है, not less than 6 meter, that all and everything is included in this definition. This is the broadest ever definition possible for any sort of wetland. It includes everything, whether your rice field or your permanent lake or temporary lake, man-made lake, artificial lake, salt water lake, brackish water lake, anything you say it will be there in the definition. It includes everything. But there are certain importance why we need to conserve this wetland. So let's see this. So if we talk about wetlands, they provide almost 2/3 fish to the globe. मतलब अगर हम मान लें 100 मछलियां एक साल में पकड़ी जाती हैं तो almost 2/3 are coming directly from the wetlands, and these wetlands are very important for our water cycle because water, as you know, is stagnant over this place and it helps in the water cycle. Then it is also helping in the nitrogen and sulfur cycle. अगर हम sediment cycles की बात करें तो उसमें एक बहुत important role play करते हैं wetlands. Then if we talk about carbon cycle, the carbon sequestration which we talks about when we talk about climate change, the absorption of carbon, it helps a lot in the absorption of carbon. So that's why it is very important that we keep these things alive, because somewhere it can help in like reversing the climate change. Then it acts as a natural barrier to the water, so that's why it reduces the soil erosion, hence it helps in maintaining the you can say fertility of the soil. So again, moving ahead, what are the other importance? This area provides almost 1 billion people employment, means a lot of people's livelihood depends upon this area. And if we talk about like 40% of world species either they lives in this area or they breed in these areas. And if we talk about, they are vital sources for like your food, raw material, genetic resources, and they are very vital for your tourism. you can say cultural and spiritual well-being. So that's why we need to conserve them. These are the importance of wetland. But when we talk about what are the threats to wetland, as ever growing human population and greed, we have certain challenges. For example, right now we are polluting these areas. For example, we throw our garbage, we dump various waste, building materials. So that's why there is a lot of pollution in these areas. The other problem is change in climate, because there is erratic pattern of your rainfall which causes threat to these wetlands. As global temperature is increasing, so there is a chance that these wetlands might not able to sustain this climate change. Then if we talk about introduction of like new species, sometime we introduce a species which can be a invasive species to the wetland, so that is damaging the area around the wetland. Then we can also say that urbanization, because we are building so many buildings and we are destroying the wetland area for this. So urbanization, we want to expand the area, so for that we need land, and that land is coming from somewhere from your wetland areas. Then because population is increasing, as urbanization is there, like population is also increasing, so we need a lot of area under urban centers. So that's why we are using this wetland. But also there is a problem that agriculture land is short, so that's why to increase the land under the irrigation, what we are doing, we are converting these wetlands into agriculture field to meet the like food security targets. So that's why there is a problem. These are the threats, like we are like mining, sand mining over in these areas, which is disturbing the ecological balance of this area. So there are a lot of human made activities which is a major threat to these areas. I hope now if there is a question about wetland, you can give an introduction, importance and threat to wetlands that you can discuss now. So आज की discussion में that's all for today, and I hope you like this session, because अब what I want to do is मैं हर रोज एक geographical location और एक environmental news दोनों ही combine किया करूँगा, and coming session में whether you want or not, let me know comment box में, that I will start including MCQs. So it will help you get a better marks. So you can start with that, and later stages पे हम कोशिश करेंगे कि हम मेंस के क्वेश्चन भी इंक्लूड करें, ज्योग्राफी के और किसके, इन्वायरमेंट के. सो आज के सेशन में इतना ही. थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई होप यू एंजॉयड लर्निंग. थैंक यू वेरी मच.